Hey guys, CodyWolf3 here, and welcome to episode 9 of Luck of the Draw Squad Builder. But before I get started, I want to give a quick shout out to FootCoinEmporium.com. They're a cheap, quick, and reliable coin selling website. And also, if you use the discount code CodyWolf3, you'll get 10% off all of your orders. So go check them out. A link to their website will be in the description below. But anyways, for you guys that don't know a little bit about this series, basically what I do is I open a couple of packs, I take the highest rated player from each of those packs, and then I build a team around them players. And then I'm just going to go through the team, talking a little bit about each player and whether I like them or not, and then I'm going to do a countdown of the top 3 best players in the team. So we're going to jump straight into it, and for this episode I will be opening 2 7,500 coin packs, and in the first one we get none other than Alvarez, who is an Inter Milan cam, and he is from Argentina. We got him in a 3-4-3 formation, and as you guys know who have watched the series for quite a bit, I do take one of the 2 formations from each of the highest rated players, so I'll pick one or the other, and I do end up going with 4-2-2-2 from that Van Boyten card that I got, and I couldn't believe my luck that Van Boyten was the highest rated player. His pace is absolutely shocking. It's absolutely crazy. But there's how the team lines up. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about each player. So first up, we got Manuel Neuer in goals, and he was just such an incredible goalkeeper. He started off quite shaky. He made a couple of mistakes in his first few games, and I was a bit iffy about him, but the more I played with him, the more he saved my ass. I mean, some of the saves he was pulling off were incredible. His stats are insane. His diving, his handling, his kicking and reflexes, they're all in and around the 90s. Well, I think one of them was about 81, but overall just a fantastic goalkeeper. I definitely recommend him. Next up, we have Inform Piszczek, and yeah, I believe that is actually his second in form, and yeah, he was a good solid right back. Didn't do anything absolutely extraordinary, but he definitely was a very, very solid player and did exactly what I needed him to do. He's very quick, which is one thing that I love about either a left back or right back, and overall a very, very solid right back. Next up, we got Team of the Season Boateng, and oh my god, he was amazing. He is definitely in the top 3 best centre backs that I played with in this game, right up there with the likes of David Luiz, basically any Brazilian quick centre back. He is just incredible. His tackling is insane. He's quick, which is what you want from a centre back. His heading, his defending, everything about him is perfect. Next up, we got Van Boyten, and to be honest, I was surprised. With 29 pace, I didn't expect a whole lot from him. I thought, he's going to be a pretty terrible centre-back, but he's actually not that bad. Obviously, if my opponent had a very, very quick striker, he was in trouble, but overall, he was strong. His heading was decent, and his tackling was actually all right, and he was in the right place at the right time. So, yeah, he was a bit of a pleasant surprise, given the fact that I thought he would be quite poor. Anyways, the last of our defenders is Shamanga. I love him. I've played with him so much in this game. There's not much more to say about him. He's very pacey, very strong, and he is always in the right place at the right time for a left back, which is what I struggle with the Real Del when I had that normal Marcelo. But overall, a solid enough backline, and Van Boyten was the big surprise in there, and also Team of the Season Boateng was amazing. Anyways, the first of our CDMs is Inform Witzel, Axel Witzel, sorry, that's how you say his name. I don't know why I said Witzel. And yeah, he was amazing as well. I didn't think he would be that good. A couple of you guys did recommend him on Twitter, and yeah, he was just so good. He scored some absolute screamers. I think he scored 5 goals in the 10 games that I played, and yeah, he set up a lot of my goals, and overall he was just fantastic. Next up, we have Gundogan at CDM as well. Now, to be honest, Axel Witzel definitely outshone him, and he wasn't half the player I thought he'd be. Obviously, he'd probably be more suited to a CM or a cam role, but yeah, he kind of just worked in the team as a CDM. But overall, he didn't do anything bad in terms of, I didn't notice him as being a bad player, but he wasn't anything great at CDM, so maybe that was a bit of a mistake on my part. But hey, that's how the team works, and that's just luck of the draw. But anyways, the next player up is the second of the players we got out of the packs, and it is Alvarez, and he was distinctively average. He popped up with a couple of goals. He was a player who managed to get in at that kind of back post region for when I was able to kind of get a bit sweaty, and he'd put the ball into the back of the net. He was kind of slow. He was actually surprisingly strong, but overall a very, very average player. But that was to be expected. He is a 77 rated player. Anyways, next up, I had to put in Costa. For you guys that remember from my visit, I suppose, or my little holiday in Valencia a couple of months ago, I got into a bit of a bust up with Costa in a nightclub, and he's now moved to Russia to play with Spartak Moscow with the likes of Wellington and also Aidan McGeady and all them guys. But yeah, I had to include him just for the novelty factor. And I've never played with him, and I want to see what he's like. And you know what? He is shit, Costa. You are a piece of shit. Anyways, we're going to move straight on in and talk a bit about our strikers. And our strike partnership was incredible. The first player up was Inform Palacio, and I was so impressed with him. A lot of you guys were again raving about him, saying that he was so OP, and he is. He's quick. The thing about him is he's so strong, and the way he keeps the ball at his feet is just... I've never seen it with any player in Ultimate Team, apart from probably Ibrahimovic, but he manages to always win the ball, and it sticks to his foot like glue. He's got good shooting, he bosses people around, and he was definitely one of my favourite players in the team. He had it all. His dribbling was also immense. Anyways, the last player, and it probably is no surprise who's got to be in here, it is none other than Wellington, and he had to be included just for the fact that he is one pacey mofo. His striking is amazing. Striking, I suppose I'd call it shooting. But yeah, overall, I love Wellington. I've played with him so much. Probably he's one of the most, I suppose, played player for me in Ultimate Team this year. And I just love him. He's so quick. People hate, basically, seeing Wellington play against them. And overall, just a fantastic striker. Popped up with quite a few goals. He got 9 in 10 games, which isn't too bad considering a lot of the games that I played were quite hard. And also for the fact that I was playing with my brother for 8 or 9 out of them 10 games. So when you see the highlights from the top 3, you will notice that there's a blue and a red arrow. Because, yeah, that's just, it's making it a bit more entertaining playing with my brother rather than just playing on my own. Because, yeah, that's no fun. But anyways, you will see everyone in the team does have 9 chemistry. And overall, sorry about that. It was a very, very solid team. There was obviously a couple of players that were quite shy, it must be said. Costa being one of them. Alvarez was very average. Van Boyten was alright. Like, I mean, if you took out Van Boyten and Costa and Alvarez out of this team, you'd actually have a really, really solid team. The price of the team was 519k on Xbox, or if you want to get on PS3, it was 745k. I played 10 games, won 8, lost 1, and drew 1. I scored 31 and conceded 12. My top goal scorer was Palacio. But anyways, we're going to count down the top 3 best players in the team. And first up, we have none other than Wellington. He was just a very, very solid striker. He manages to pop up with goals. I got quite fortunate with that goal there, kind of just bobbled up, but he always manages to find the back of the net. He is one of them strikers who always finds himself in the right place at the right time. And don't mind me here, look at it, I'm running into the net with Palacio, because I suppose when you're playing with another person, you're just, and they have a really, really good chance at goal, all you're doing is looking at their player rather than focusing on yours, and that's exactly what happened there. But yeah, Wellington, his pace is definitely his main asset, but his shooting is also very good. He does have the 4-star skills, I do believe. He could have 5. I never researched skills because I rarely ever use 5-star skills, it must be said, because I always do, I suppose, the Berba spin or the McGeady spin. I should know from that whether they are, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say 4-star, but if I get that wrong, I'm going to have a million comments saying, you know, you got that wrong, he's 5-star, and like, I wouldn't mind. I'd make a video that's 12 minutes long that I would consider quite good, and the only thing that people can comment on is one little mistake you make in a video. But hey, that is life. You're always going to be put under a lot of scrutiny when you post out videos. But overall, Wellington, a class striker. He did end up with 9 goals in 10 games. He was very cheap. I picked him up for like 3,000 coins, which isn't that bad. You could probably get him a lot cheaper, but hey, I wasn't arsed saving on money. I just wanted to pick him up for the team. Anyways, in at number 2, we have Team of the Season Boateng. And oh my god, I literally just had orgasm after orgasm with this guy when he was in my team. Like, it was insane, the tackles he was putting in. He definitely saved Van Boyten on numerous occasions because Van Boyten wasn't all that great. Boateng he was just so strong. He would absolutely bully people off the ball, like you can see here. Like, his striker had the ball for all of 2 seconds, and Boateng comes across. What surprised me was that with 81 pace, he felt a lot faster than other 81 pace defenders that I've had in my team, such as Team of the Season Bochetti. He felt a lot quicker than him. He was obviously a lot stronger than him, and overall, he was just such a superb centre back, and he did even pop up with a couple of goals. He scored one from a corner, but the other goal you'll see coming up in a while was incredible. I mean, he started from the back, won the ball. You'll see it. I'll just let it play out. But yeah, just definitely one of my favourite players in this team, it must be said. He is deserving of the number 2 spot. He well could have been in at number 1, but I had to give it to, well, you'll probably guess who it is once you see it coming up, but I don't want to ruin it all that much. But overall, Boateng, he's quick, he's strong, he gets stuck in the tackles, pops up with a couple of goals, good at heading heading, good at defending, and yeah, I can't really find a chink in his armour, it must be said. He didn't get caught out of position, he didn't, you know, push too high up the pitch like I suppose other great centre-backs do, such as David Luiz. He had it all. He really was one of the most complete centre-backs that I've ever played with on Ultimate Team, and he only cost me about 200 and I think about 15k, but this is the goal I was talking about. He won it from the back, ran into the box, and scored with a header. What an amazing player. But anyways, in at number 1, we do have the main man in form, Palacio, and I picked him up for a 95k, and he was just so superb. Popped up with a lot of good goals, and yeah, he was just an absolute joy to play with. I ended up getting, I think it was about 10 or 11 goals, I do believe, with Palacio, which was just a couple more than Wellington, but some of the goals he scored were really, really vital for me, and yeah, he was just an overall great player. Like, look at that for a goal. He managed to let it go through his legs, turn inside, and score that goal there, which is a very, very hard thing to do. He also did have the aerial threat. Like Wellington, I didn't expect a lot from them in terms of their heading abilities, but Palacio did pleasantly surprise me in, I suppose, that regard. And yeah, he was in the right place at the right time, which is what you want from your strikers to, I suppose, follow up on them rebounds. And yeah, he was just dancing around opponents here like it was going out of fashion. He does have, I'm going to say 4-star skills, same as Wellington. I don't know whether it's 4 or 5. I'm going to go with 4-star because that's what it felt like. I did do a couple of Berba spins, as you can see here, and smash it in the net. His shooting was good, his pace was good, and as I said earlier, he had an uncanny ability to keep the ball at his feet no matter what. He also made some very good runs in behind the defenders, which is what I find some strikers do lack on Ultimate Team, but he was a striker that was in the right place at the right time and made very, very good runs. So overall, he is a complete striker. Obviously, you'd like him to be a bit quicker, but you know, 89 pace, you can't complain all that much unless you want to go for them sweaty cunts like Loic Remy and Wellington, who I do have in this team. But yeah, that is it for this episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button, and if you haven't already, go subscribe to my channel, and if you want to buy some coins, go check out footcoinemporium.com. I'll see you all later, mofos. Peace.